everyone, welcome to Freedom Fighter 2127. My goodness, the previous video, that stuff just wipes you out. I don't even know how to explain it, but I think you guys get my point. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I just made a video about the 40 companies that donate to Planned Parenthood. Child Protective Services is responsible for thousands of murders over the years, and so on and so forth. Russian bombers flew within 40 miles of North California coast. 2 Russian nuclear bombers flew within 40 miles of the California coast, and one of the pilots relayed a veiled threat during the 4th of July aerial incident, defense officials said. Good morning, American pilots. We are here to greet you on your 4th of July Independence Day. A Russian Tu-95 Bear bomber crew member stated over the emergency aircraft channel. Meanwhile, Russia's across-the-board buildup of nuclear forces and revised doctrine are increasing the danger of a nuclear war, according to a think tank report on nuclear threats. Defense officials in the Colorado-based U.S. Northern Command said this week that 2 U.S. F-15 jets intercepted the Russian bombers on July 4th as they flew as close as 39 miles from the coast of Mendocino County, north of San Francisco. During the intercept, a crew member on one of the bombers issued a warning in a radio message, according to defense officials familiar with the incident this week. Moving on from this. China's record dumping of U.S. treasuries leaves Goldman speechless. On Friday, alongside China's announcement that it had bought over 600 tons of gold in 1 month, the PBOC released another very important data point: its foreign exchange reserves, which declined by $17.3 billion to $3,694 billion. We then put China's change in FX reserves alongside the total treasury holdings of China and its anonymous offshore treasury dealer, Euroclear, aka Belgium, as released by TIC, and found that the dramatic relationship which we first discovered back in May has persisted, namely virtually the entire delta in Chinese FX reserves come via China's U.S. Treasury holdings, as in they are being aggressively sold to the tune of $107 billion. In Treasury sales thus far in 2015. That's crazy. Multinational armed forces are training to enslave every modern nation following an economic collapse. If it's it could be economy, it could be a natural disaster. We don't know what it is, but we just know something's coming. So my general point to every single one is just get ready. Just be prepared. I mean, what exactly, what are you harming by getting prepared? What are you harming? Because we have that massive report that came out about the potential for a very large earthquake in both California on the San Andreas Fault in the Bay Area, as well as on the Pacific Northwest. It just sounds like the Pacific Northwest is just due to get smacked with a big one any day now. According to the USGS scientists, are well overdue. They're noticing some strange activity, and they're reporting on it. At least they're warning people, honestly. At least they are warning people. What is very strange is that it appears as though the military knows something that the government does, or the scientists do not, miraculously, because the military appears to be in perfect position if a massive earthquake struck the West Coast and took out almost all of it, aren't they? They're in perfect position, because if you noticed, guess where all of the military equipment is moving? You guessed it. Foreign occupation forces are training and will be training to overrun this country in a martial law scenario. Why foreign troops? Because American troops might not be able to be counted upon to carry out the orders of subjugation that will come down from this globalist-inspired banker-hijacked administration. In the past several days, an enormous military exercise has become known to the public. This October, over 36,000 troops from more than 30 countries will be gearing up for what NATO calls its largest exercise in over a decade, and that exercise is called Trident Juncture. Sounds like World War III is coming. Here's a link to a video produced by NATO about Trident Juncture. Watch the video and then ask yourself what's missing. Where were you able to answer the question, what is missing in this NATO report on Trident? On Trident Juncture, is that they do not tell you what kind of threat or where the threat would be specifically coming from. As I have discovered, the answer to the question as to the location of Trident Juncture is that the drill could be carried out in one location, multiple locations, anytime and anywhere. I'll let you guys finish that article if you'd like to. That is all the news I've got for you right now. I want to thank you all again for watching. Please check out the websites intelrevolution.com and socialexodus.net. Get ready, God bless, and carry on.